this is week 2 of season 1 of the Chicago Bears franchise mode. If you guys missed last week, here is the results of week 1. We held on at the end of the game after allowing 20 fourth quarter points in order to beat the Atlanta Falcons, aka the defending NFC champion Atlanta Falcons, 34-39. If you want to see some player stats, both Matt Ryan and Mitch Trubisky didn't have explosive games, but Mitch Trubisky ended up winning the day, even though throwing 54 yards less than Matt Ryan, with 2 touchdowns and a pick. The pick did happen in garbage time, so it didn't really make it much sense for me to really care. Rushing-wise, Jordan Howard rushed for 252 yards and a touchdown. Mitch Trubisky rushed for 19 yards, and Jeremy Langford rushed for 13. Zach Miller led the game, obviously, because if you guys watched last episode, I threw a lot to my tight ends. If not, please go watch it. But Zach Miller, 24 catches, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns. 8 for Howard, 22 for Cruz, 36 for Meredith, 11 for Sims, 30 for Wright. Blocking, we allowed 2 sacks, and I don't believe Joe Thomas actually let those up. I believe it was someone behind him. Defensively, we did good, and Justin Tucker was 2 of 2, and he didn't miss an extra point either. So, I think Justin Tucker was a big reason why we won last week, when you can rely on your kicker. Since the difference was by 5 points, we can say Justin Tucker did play a key role in that win. Now, this week we'll be going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who also won their Week 1 matchup. A few things I would like to address. I did this at the end of last episode. I'm not sure if everyone saw it till the end or not, but we did trade for Marshall Yonda, as well as Eric Weddle here in the back of the defense. But so far, that's about the only thing we can say about the Bears season. We start off 1-0. Let's see if we could... Oh, wait, injury report. I know I did this at the end of last episode, but it's always good to do it at the beginning of the current one so people know. As you guys can see, no injuries for us, and they lost their starting running back, so hopefully that helps the defense have the ability to stop the Buccaneers better than they stopped the Atlanta Falcons. Now, once again, guys, since I didn't really have much time for feedback, I will only be playing offense yet again. But, once again, the option is your guys' if you want to comment down below telling me that you want me to do both offense and defense. Yet again, guys, I will I will do my best to honor what you guys want to see. We are going to rock the Color Rush uniforms on both sides of the ball this week. And with that being said, let's go ahead and start this game. My get 4 sacks, not in my control. 3 passing touchdowns, I can probably do that. Win by 10 plus points. Don't know if we can do that either. Our season goal is for 3 wins. Pretty bad when that's your season goal. 12 touchdowns is our first season goal for Mr. Trubisky. We already have, 1/6 of that. Jordan Howard's doing good on his goals here. Cameron Meredith, I need to get him more involved this week because I obviously didn't get him involved as much as I would have wanted to last week. Kendall Wright, he only got 2 catches as well, so I do have to start throwing to my wide receivers this game since I did give Mitch Trubisky a bit of confidence there.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The biggest challenge for these teams here may be dealing with the weather. Rain is falling, the field is slick, and it's not going to get any better as the game goes on. It'll
as
be
you guys
messy
can see,
out
we're
there.
facing it's a pretty stout defense there. Okay, let's see if our defense can come through for us at the beginning of this game. And they do. We start out at the 1-yard line.
This offense in a tough spot down inside
Not
their
a
own
very
5.
good position for a rookie quarterback to start. Only a second game of the season, but hopefully we can keep ourselves from getting a safety here. Don't know why they're recommending us passing here.
End zone. Dancing to his left. And some space here.
Speed
and he's out of bounds out past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to a 15 big yards.
Red zone.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Let's see, Zach Miller. I have to keep going to him. I'm not going to try to throw to him when he's not open, though, because that would obviously not be very smart. There is an injury on the play, but knowing our luck, we're going to have to go into the actual injury report, so let's actually see what this injury is. Injury to our right guard. Bad start, guys. Bad start. So we have Compton there. Good thing I didn't have to trade him for anybody. I'll probably try to dish this out to Howard here.
It's Trubisky.
Yep,
out to the
Howard
left there and
there,
complete
so
to Howard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Mitch Trubisky is 2 for 2
Give
for
him
44
7
yards
on the play,
and broken ribs, so we may have to pick up
He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second
they try to
time?
hit Victor Cruz here on the crossing route.
Because of his skill set. When people adjust to him,
good job by Cruz
great
there.
ability to adjust himself and make them continue
well
to
within
chase him
Justin's
throughout the
under
game.
field goal range at this point.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of
Let's see if we
downs.
can get Howard involved.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here
highly
on his first
doubt
drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the
flat
pocket,
that guy
move
over.
around a little bit, find open
10 yards,
receivers
but
and
it's
deliver.
probably going to say
That just means
inches.
his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable.
Jordan
with
Howard
each
did good
completed
last
pass.
week, as you guys saw.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Second inches, might as well try to get Howard another carry here. Yeah, that wasn't going anywhere.
I think he's locked in and wants to get it
but
done a
we
second
did pick
time.
up the 4
It's
yards.
a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an
I have to
invitation
watch
for an
more
offense
guys.
coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with
Only
what
got
you
a yard
are,
there. I
stay
think
with
it was
who you know,
Gerald
and go get the
McCoy or
first down.
something
That's
like that.
exactly what they did.
No gain on the play there, second down.
So running game's not working right now.
And
so
if you're
let's
the
go
defense and
passing
those D
game.
tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here
let's
against your
try to
4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman
job by
and
Sims
control
there,
them.
catching
And
that.
what I love about the
4
good
for
defensive
4,
tackles,
60
they can play
yards.
over the guards, they can slide and
And
play over
let's
the
see if
center.
we can get.
Nobody in the offense
course
likes
they
that
don't
day
have
when they have to deal with those guys.
I don't think it's
Yeah,
a
let's see if
surprise they're
Howard
throwing the
can get
football early. We expected
past
that.
line
They told us they were
scrimmage.
going to
I
come
don't
out
wanna try
firing,
and
but
throw
4
it
for
into
4 on the
the
opening
end
drive. They like that.
They don't just like
And
it,
he
they
brought down
love it
at
because
2.
now everyone gets
So a
locked
pretty
in.
balanced
The
attack
confidence
thus
jumps
far,
up.
I suppose.
Everyone's easy about
let's
what
actually
they're
try to
doing
get
out there. And
Howard
by the
his
way,
first
they're looking at the
touchdown
sidelines
for
thinking to
Saturday.
themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They run
And
the
our
ball.
offensive line
And this will
completely
result in him
crumbled
losing
there.
yardage.
Lost
Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling.
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back,
So
his
obviously they
defensive front,
blocked that
because they're
pass.
keeping him clean,
Third
meaning
and-
no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's
Suppose
spreading
we
in the
can just try to
offensive
run it
backfield.
again.
The line of scrimmage
I
is
don't
the
want to try to
3
throw
as
it
they look to
because,
cash in
once
on
again, like I
3rd
said
and
last
goal.
episode, rookie quarterback and pro
Try to
difficulty
punch
makes
it
it
in
hard
with
as
Howard.
balls. And
That is not
apparently
going to be any help
hard
as they
balls to
dump
run
it
here, too.
behind the line of
4th and
scrimmage.
goal, take our easy
Call it
field
a
goal.
loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And
There you go,
Tucker's
Justin
kick
Tucker
right
puts
there.
us
It's
ahead by
good.
3.
And it's 3-0.
I suppose that's a decent start. 4th. Okay, so we get the ball back here at the 43-yard line.
You in at the start of this next possession
Try to
in
get
a
Howard
3-0
heavily
ball
involved in.
game.
Once
The
again,
Bears
guys,
offense
this
now
is
getting
on
ready
difficulty,
to
but
take
if
over.
you have
And last time they got
watched, or if
3
you listened
points,
last
but it was a chip
episode,
shot field goal. And when you go
it's
to the
really hard
sideline
to
after a chip
not
shot field
throw
goal, maybe the
interceptions
offense not
when
too
it's
happy.
pro
It's a
difficulty.
balancing
So
act,
that's
isn't
why
it?
you see
Because you're
running
exactly
ball
right. They're
at
none
least
two
a
plays that they
50-50
didn't punch
split.
it in for 6 points.
And that's also
But
why
let's
you
have to
guys have
remember,
seen
they did
me
put
in
points
this
on the
episode.
board.
3 points is 3 points.
Last
And in this
episode.
league,
Last episode.
you take points when you
where
can get
I was mainly
not
throwing
easily done.
drag routes because
on second down, here's Trubisky looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
However, last game I did throw that one interception. It was more or less in garbage time because we were ahead by
many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Probably would have been a very disastrous
team. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles,
okay,
over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running,
we're not
confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Here's Trubisky.
And Miller drops
one that's incomplete.
Miller drops that, so it's now a definite passing down. I don't have
Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much,
pretty sure
and
this,
your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but
don't
that's a
get
catch he
this.
should have made. Now it's
Miller
Trubisky.
catches it there.
It's complete. It's Miller. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward.
Coach thinks.
As he'll be marked down right near the 39.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And this is
just
upright. And it comes back. It's no good.
That was my Justin Tucker's first miss, and we get an interception right off the bat to get the ball back. I do hate that about this game when you up difficulty makes the kicking bar go faster. I don't think they should do that.
Last time out, they had that
but, I guess
50-plus-yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Miller there almost gets it.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
30 inches.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
I guess
it certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their route, finding open space.
Howard easily, literally walks into the end zone.
Chicago.
Let's see. PAT is good. And we almost let up the first down there, but we did not
now as the offense gets set
get the ball back.
They've got it first and 10. A reminder coming
once again,
out
I hate
tonight,
that
Green
not
Bay
getting my wide
visits
receivers
Atlanta, all sorts of storylines there. Playoff rematch,
like,
also the opening of Mercedes-Benz
you have an
Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
Most of you watching this,
so the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Victor Cruz already has 2 receptions today. He only had 2
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
Jordan Howard.
And then breaks it
Brandon
out. Usually after
guy
about
there,
3
but
to 4 steps,
we do get up
and cuts
to
towards
their
the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do
has
is
our
use his
one
body
touchdown.
to keep the defender away from the football and get the
Hopefully I can
quarterback
get
a really nice
closer,
target.
and if I do have to kick a field goal,
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his
as
vision.
per usual,
Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Being chased out
Dive
left.
there.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6.
Okay, I don't know if you guys know, but the patch that
and that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away.
Made it to where you can't really slide as a quarterback, or if you can, you have to do it a certain way. Which obviously kind of hurts people who, rely on
play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Throw left side.
Because you can't have, like, safe sliding and not
And
getting
they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard
So we're at the 34. This should make it a bit easier.
8 yards on the pick up there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's see.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches
so
that they
far,
often become the leading receiver.
And
we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now Trubisky to throw.
Oh, that was almost
his throw incomplete.
10 for 13,
was the one he was looking for. And It's 3rd and 4.
Not an explosive start.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to
actually, let's see if I can hit him with
and get to the football. That's why he was able to bat it away.
They'll try to run for it with
almost did.
And able to
Almost
break
did.
one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Already up by 13, like we were last week on Atlanta, and we are getting the ball back.
So now this offense will
with
take over
excellent
and
field
they'll have
position.
the football
Not really.
at
Not
their
excellent
own 20-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They go with Howard to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Otherwise, that would have been a good truck.
Let's talk about football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield,
still would have been a good moment.
Success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Miller is going to go on an out.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton.
There, picks up
and
7.
he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And it looked like he was down.
I think this was a good signing by the Chicago Bears, picking up Marcus Wheaton from Pittsburgh. They had to do something to try and lessen the loss of Alshon Jeffrey.
Injuries last year holding him to just 3 games, 4 catches, but the 2 years prior to that, he combined for 97 grabs.
Let's have Victor Cruz coming across this time.
On first down, Trubisky. Cruz has it over the middle.
Okay.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for
Cruz
16,
there.
and the drive will
I think
continue.
that is pretty much the amount of yardage he had last week.
Catch,
30
but I
for
really like the
35.
route,
Yeah, I think
the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with him for that long.
Yeah, better
Get
against
Miller
man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but
here,
he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result,
pretty bad start running.
No gain on that
one
as it
bad,
brings up a 3rd and 10.
Could be a hell of a lot
nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at
no
the
one
point
here
of
really
attack,
has
and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
But
From
yet again,
midfield now, here's Trubisky.
Take Miller, and he drops it.
The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So this will be our first punt.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
I am going more for the side right kick here. That was bad.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Oh, wait, I actually got to the 1. Alright. Alright. Good punt just within the 1-yard line there. But now, obviously, they're going to start driving because in this game, the injury to their star running back apparently doesn't matter. Now it's a 6-point game here.
And the Steelers there out to an
okay, so now I have to really be careful.
Leading the charge offensively.
Or anything here. I cannot force anything.
Out on the right, this
I believe that was Cruz again.
And he'll get it up near the 35.
We're just going to let it take down the 2-minute warning. Hopefully get him
there on the first down completion. 2nd and just 1. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa.
However, if we don't, we do get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter, so it's not the end of the world if we don't get a
just a bit. We'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right? You tell me.
Howard
It's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Drag route.
Now Trubisky on first down. Finding some room at midfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Cruz. And
Okay,
he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Let's
they
try
give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Kendall Wright, I haven't really gotten.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him.
Good job there by Cruz.
He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
Let's
and
try
they keep making the connection. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On first, they go right back to Howard, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Luckily, this does not have
much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Below 2 minutes in the quarter. I do like that aspect of what they're doing in the game.
On 2nd down, Trubisky dumps that off to his
Howard
running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
One more play off here. Possibly one more after
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left.
Take the yardage.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Don't know if we saw too much of that on the college tape. Trubisky using his legs to pick up the first. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's see if we can hit.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's 16 to 7. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
But has been making some good throws. As well as some bad throws. We're going to skip the halftime show this time because it doesn't really have any real effect on how we play. And it really only shows us
ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third.
So we almost have double the yardage, total yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky.
And that's not a good start to this half, getting the sack almost immediately.
Getting in there from his defensive
obviously
tackle
protection
spot to
wouldn't
snow
help
it
us
under
there
for
very
a loss of
much.
4.
And now it kind of puts us in a tough
sack
position
in this
here.
game, and they tallied 4 a
Especially
week
if
ago.
no one's getting open, which no one
Probably
is.
not as much
Dive-
exaltation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing
Please tell me
that
that's not
momentum.
like another offensive lineman. Halfback Jordan Howard. Shit.
In the first half of the game.
Okay.
Let's see now if they start to bring even
Lane
more
turns
exotic
in.
pressure towards the quarterback.
On third down, Trubisky. That's complete to Meredith. And brought down, but the juke, the
Good
very
job by
nice
Meredith
juke,
there,
gives him the
getting us
first down
into
yardage
a bit
there.
more of a manageable field
It's a
position
pickup
here.
of
In case we
15
do have
and a
to
fresh
front, this
set of
gives us a bit more of a
downs.
chance to get it, planted on the ground or something.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And Miller with it over the middle. And taking it across
Miller there
midfield
yet again,
and inside the 45.
saving grace.
Another nice gain,
He has
13
broken
yards
ribs
that
too.
time,
Why is
and
everyone
another
wanting
first
to get
down.
broken ribs in this game?
When you execute a
Like,
drag
I get
or
that you
a
guys
crossing
like
route really well
heat
and give them a chance to let it
you
develop
have
a
to
little
like
bit,
have broken ribs
you
over
can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight
and
end
that's
on
gonna
that
save
one.
me.
And this time he's able to take it down to
but
the 42.
their guy got injured on the tackle, which is really weird. As you
after
have
the
a lot of
completion,
Vikings
we're going to get a
14,
timeout, an
Pittsburgh
injured
10.
player.
Division
While
rivals,
the
so
training
obviously
staff
that's
works
something
on
we will
him,
hope
we'll
gets
step
turned
aside
around.
and be right back.
Kansas City getting smoked by the Eagles at the moment. 28-3.
Jeremy Langford is in. He gets the carry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
New Orleans down by 7.
That's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football
Pretty
and
good games
establish a
going
little
on
bit of
around
pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being
See,
ball control
180
time.
yards for Trubisky isn't bad, but the problem is we haven't
you
gotten
got to
it
think
yet.
they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their
That's
opponents
kind
into
of a big
submission.
They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
16-yard gain there, almost 200 yards on the day. Miller has about almost half.
But that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can
like I keep saying, guys, I have to throw it to whoever's open.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But yet again, nothing really.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might run into some tough coverage.
Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I am enjoying
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Preparation I have no control over.
Third quarter and you get the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
You've been doing quite well in the
out of the gun. Trubisky forced out to his left. Got his man, and it's
Sims there getting the catch touchdown for Trubisky's first
Sims, his first touchdown.
Obviously, we would have liked Trubisky to have a bit more, and for some reason we decided to go for 2 there, even though I was not on the field to go for 2. And now we'll be up by 12.
Second half action at Heinz Field, and it's the Steelers who moved out in front in that ball game.
At that point, comes back
down with a touchdown in that one.
Like straight up line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky.
Miller there, yet again, getting us another catch.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on
I guess what is the key to what I want to hear is I do want to keep
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Give him 3 on the play.
I'm not aiming for yards now.
Everyone's got to be able to
at
catch
least
the
not
football.
chunks of
Doesn't
yards.
matter what position you
I'm
play,
just aiming
but
to
if
keep
you're
the
on
clock
offense,
going
be aware a ball may come your way.
and to keep going down the field. Kind of going to try to slow us down a little bit because
on second down,
Langford to score almost as easily as we are.
And he'll be taken down,
Langford
but not
getting us
before
well
getting this
within
inside
range
the
of
30. That one good for 33 and a first.
Obviously, a field goal does put us up by 15.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call
cover
cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled
but we
up
definitely
in
want
about
to
a
get
5-yard area on the
all of our
outside
guys
receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field.
And that guy
like
just
10 to
went
12 yards
flying.
back. So if you can break
Let's actually look at that, guys. Let's look at that replay. When it actually lets me look
to the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type.
And I need you guys to tell me how you think this happened. Obviously, it was a glitch, but I don't know how you let this type of glitch happen. Just look at that. I'm surprised he's not injured after flying into the air like that, but okay.
For resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
Okay, we are on the 12-yard line.
Operating in the red zone.
We do have a chance to maybe take a shot at the end zone. I don't want to do that on this particular play.
Throwing here, Trubisky. That's complete. Right around the
But Miller will get in the
and
end
he
zone
is
here on a
in.
12-yard touchdown.
Chicago.
Giving Trubisky 2.
Zach Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Fourth down and an 8-yard sack there. 13-yard reception. 4th down and they go for it. Sack for 7-yard loss. Don't know how Tampa Bay is getting out of these situations. You know, I guess they drove down and got 3, so it's only 16-point game now.
25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
4 for 54 for him.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because
Obviously,
they've got the
our
advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed
our
they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
Okay.
I am speechless.
I want to hit Meredith.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here.
Don't want to try to
Grind out
get
some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
If we do that, we have this. I don't want to say we have it
there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Meredith, Miller, Langford, those will be my targets on this play.
Trubisky will throw.
Langford
checks it underneath to Langford. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of the offense nowadays.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 7-yard gain there. It's good enough to move the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began,
I wanted Meredith.
Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
Now it's Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
That, I believe, was not.
Kendall Wright,
I think that was
his
Meredith.
first touchdown here of the new campaign. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
20 rushing yards. They want us to get here.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Langford.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Who's injured now? Probably an offensive lineman again. Langford's still here, so it can't be the running back.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Good job there by Victor Cruz getting his first touchdown.
His first touchdown.
And with that, this game's pretty much unlocked, but we're going to keep playing here.
Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10.
Okay, let's have Langford.
The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That good for
Langford
19 and a first down.
On the day.
And when do they start thinking about burning these
Luckily,
timeouts?
They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 6 yards to go here on
play,
2nd down.
It's not long term. Doesn't really make much of a difference because we do get Sims here, so Sims
play action. Now Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that
Meredith got a
confidently,
catch there.
you don't have to call the game in fear at all.
They're about a third of the way to our drive.
Confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the
there
mark.
for
You don't have to tuck your head in and take
Langford's averaging a little over 10 yards.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with
Yeah,
a
10 yards
second and
carry.
3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
And did he
So
get
through
injured too?
3/4, no reason to lighten up now. And a hit jarred it loose.
Another person getting
It's
injured
incomplete.
there. Zach Miller with the dislocated shoulder. Hopefully
The
that is
Bears
not
on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far.
Starting
Here
to wear
it's third
thin
and
here on
3.
the offensive side of the ball. They have to try to make some trades.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Dancing to his left. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he's going to have the
Good job
first
there
down
by
yardage
Sims
to the
getting that pass.
35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Something tells me we're going to have a lot to do with how the NFC sounds. Upper arm fracture on Kendall Wright. Didn't even touch the ball. But
So the
somehow
Bears with a football here as we welcome you back.
Okay, well,
And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it
now
here
we're
at
down
the first
tight
and 10.
end, a running back, and a wide
Now it's Trubisky looking left side, and he's got a man. It's
Oh, no.
Sims.
Yeah,
Just a
Sims
yard
got
on the
one.
catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
7 tackles from that one.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they
Now
had him under
going
wraps
as far
pretty
as
well, but
injuries
somehow
are
able to
concerned.
muscle his way open
How
and
far
catch the ball.
Okay, we'll have it.
Now a handoff. It's Langford. And past the 30 down to about
Langford
the
there,
27.
keeping
And he's
a
able
little
to get
over
most
10
of what he
yards
needed on the carry there.
13
7
for
yards on the
134.
gain.
No touchdowns
And it's 3rd and 2 now.
However.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height
34
to
to
him. So when you
16,
don't have to drop a
Tennessee's
shoulder
up on
to create
Jacksonville.
or get through contact or trash,
Also
makes it
starting
a lot
this week,
easier to
since I didn't
stay
do it last
upright,
week,
see the
I'll be
field,
showing you
and
game
make a run
results
as
from
we
every
just saw
game.
there.
He gets 7
You know,
out of it, and he
obviously not
also
including
gets a
ours, since you
first.
already know the score.
Brett, and every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about
164
when you have great
seconds.
vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing
There's
it. And I think that's
another
what we're
toss
seeing
to
tonight. He's
Sims
got to run them into
there.
submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Let's see if we
Wave
can
the
drop
white
a 50
flag.
bomb on these guys.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your
Langford
tight
here
end
on a
and
stretch
make it a
play.
one-on-one play with a cornerback.
I was going to
Who's
try to
usually going
dive
to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic
Another
and
injury
making a
in there.
really nice tackle?
Long drive. The
Not
defense
showing
just
us the
cannot seem to
injury
catch a break and get off the field.
Not really our problem unless it's our guy, I suppose.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Now
Come on.
Trubisky lost the football. But the
That
Bears
was
look
bad.
to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep
I mean, we
possession.
lost yardage
And a
on
little
it,
bit of
but
good fortune
at least
there. He wasn't able to get it
possession,
back,
that would've been-
but he did have a teammate.
Pretty bad.
Able to
Yeah, I
retain
mean,
possession for
It
them.
wouldn't have made a difference as far as the result of the game would go.
Able to get 9 out of
Get
that
9
pitch and
yards there,
catch, but
319
now
yards for
3rd and
Trubisky.
goal.
1 touchdown.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second
Really?
down. That was a
Or like
positive
third string
play
tight
because that
end.
was a take what you can get
You know what, I might
situation.
keep him.
Got out to the
Only
tight
gonna play
end.
light. This is
Now
probably
gives him
gonna
much
be our
better
last
opportunity to
snap on
convert on
offense.
third down.
This offense 2 for 2
Let's
on
get-
3rd down
let's
for
see if we
this
can get
drive.
this
This is the most and he will get into the
And we
end
do.
zone. It's
That would be the end of
another
the game.
touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Great game here.
Well, Charles,
Way
the
better than our
forecast
last
calls
one. So we come out on top 15 to 30 or 50 to 30. Trubisky 37 to 44, 319 yards, 84% completion rating, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jameis had a terrible game, 14 of 33, 143 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Rushing wise, Doug Martin did great on their side of the ball. We just did better with 2 rushing touchdowns by, well, 1 each by our running backs. Trubisky even got into the act with 39 yards. Receiving wise, Zach Miller obviously led the teams here. Victor Cruz with 78 and a touchdown, and Sims 6 and a touchdown. Blocking wise, we allowed 1 sack, they allowed 2. Defensively, Tampa Bay with 2 sacks, Chicago with 2 sacks. 2 interceptions for our defense. Kicking, Tucker was 3 for 4. Obviously, that other one was just off to one side. Extra points, he was 5 for 5. So Tucker's still putting up a good performance. So now let's simulate the next week first. Look at the injury report, see if we have to replace any of them for a long-term period of time. Obviously, if they have like a 10-week injury or something like that, we might as well put them on injury reserve. Obviously, Jordan Howard's not going to do us much good if we have to put him on IR. 3 new injuries. Let's see if it says anyone's returning this week, however. If somebody returns the following week, I would be very grateful for that, but more than likely, since almost everyone had broken ribs and such, yeah, I figured not. So we'll be playing the 2-0 Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's look at our injuries here. 4, 4, and 7. So we can't. Well, I mean, we did get Miller back, but we need another right guard. How's our right guard that we have currently? 78. Is there a better right guard in free agency that I can stick in that spot? Nope, not at all. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the Steelers. Hopefully they have at least one injury here so that we can have some type of fair play. They have no injuries. We have 3 all on the offensive side. Hopefully defensively we can hold them off at least long enough to pick up some type of lead. Okay, let's look at the league schedule and let's see how last week went for everyone else. So Texans tied with the Bengals. Cleveland somehow beat Baltimore by 8 points. Carolina beat Buffalo by 3. Indianapolis just manhandled Arizona 42-10. Tennessee wins 37-23. Philadelphia wins 49-6 against Kansas City. New England barely beats New Orleans 38-31. Pittsburgh beats Minnesota 27-24. We obviously won. Miami ekes out a win against the Los Angeles Chargers 37-34. Jets 17, Oakland 27. Dallas winning by 6 against Denver 44-38. Washington 27, Rams 19. Seahawks eke out a win against San Francisco 24-27. Green Bay loses to Atlanta 21-38. And the Giants beat the Lions 35-17. So pretty good week of football here. Let's see who won the Week 2 awards. Our quarterback, Mitch Trubisky, wins Offensive NFC Offensive Player of the Week. 37-44, 319 pass yards, 4 touchdowns. He got sacked twice, but he did have 5 carries for 39 yards. He did have that fumble. Something David, the guy we were playing against, had 20 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 forced fumble. AFC Offensive Player was DeAndre Hopkins, 13 receptions, 171 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. Bud Dupree of the Steelers gets defensive with 8 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble. So our guy, at least one of our guys, got offensive both weeks thus far. It said, wait, let me actually look at the other stats real quick. So Mitch Trubisky having himself a pretty decent year thus far. 6 touchdowns, only 1 pick. NFL-wise, he is in yardage. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th in the league in pass yards. Passing touchdowns, he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th in the league in passing touchdowns, tied with Breeze and Simeon, with Rivers and Bortles having 1 more than Trubisky. 7 interceptions by Watson, my bad. 4 by Newton, 4 by Winston, 4 by Mariota. Our quarterback's all the way down here with 1. him and Derek Carr actually have very similar stat lines. Only real difference is completion rating. Trubisky's is higher. And we outplay him in that category by 132 yards. Now, originally I was only going to do one game, but I think we're going to go ahead and do one more here. Just because I kind of want to continue to build up here. So we will be doing one more game in this episode. This won't be an every episode thing. Okay, so we re-signed Zach Miller. Akeem Hicks will be a very vital part of our chances here. And we have re-signed him. So next week, we'll have Cameron Meredith and Amukamara that we'd have to re-sign. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to save real quick, you guys, so that we don't lose the progress we just made. And let's actually look at the team XP. Mitch Trubisky has 4,000 experience points, so let's go ahead and use those experience points to make our young quarterback a little bit better. Up his awareness by 3. Up his play action by... No. Let's up it by 1. Injury, let's go ahead and up that by a few as well. So he's now up to a 79. I'm pretty sure he was already a 79, but I might have been wrong there. But if he wasn't a 79, now he is. Obviously, Miller's still here. We only have the right guard that actually stayed injured. We have, obviously, Kendall Wright on injury reserve. So let's see if we can find a... I already know who I want to get. I want to get Mr. Cole Beasley here. 82 overall. Let's see if we can get rid of someone here. How about Scooter? No, he's not interested in Scooter. This guy? Nope. I'm not going to give away either one of our middle linebackers that are really good. Barrington, not going to happen. Callahan? Nope. Cooper, maybe? Nope. D-tackle. Let's go to D-tackle here. Wilson? Nope. Okay, let's go to left guard now. Josh Sitton. How about Morgan? No, I didn't think so. Wonder if we can get Beasley for just some draft picks. Or maybe a 2/4, maybe? I don't think 2/4 is going to be enough. Nope. Let's actually give him our second from next year. Will that be enough? Almost. Let's go ahead and give him one of our 4ths from next year. Would that be enough? Yep. So we did pick up Cole Beasley here, which means we are going to trade away the guy who got injured, who is Kendall Wright. Make a 6-point overall boost there. And if we can find someone like the Jets who have a green need for this guy, we can almost get a first round for him straight up. Would a 4th next year make this happen? Nope. Okay, how about this? How about I try to get a 3rd, 4th, and a 5th? How about just the 3rd and the 4th? Just the 3rd. Very close. So when you have things like that happen, then you go next year and you go for their first round next year. Bang. Okay. So there you guys go. We did upgrade our wide receivers a little bit with the addition of Cole Beasley, who will be playing wide receiver 2. Jeremy Langford obviously got injured, but I'm not going to trade anyone for that. And we do need a better right guard, but I don't think there's another right guard we can try to snag here. Or at least not one that's going to be cheap to get. Like, for example, I can go to the Cowboys. Right guard, Zach Martin. Probably not going to be able to get him. Left guard. See, we need a left guard, though. See, like, the Eagles have two very good guys here. Chance Warmack, we're going to go for him. We do have 2 second rounds. Can we get him for just a second round? Obviously not. How about a second and a fifth? This should be well enough for him. Nope. How about a second and a fourth? Second and a fourth for Warmack here. We do once again make a small up in. So let's see if anyone's even remotely interested in Morgan here. If not, we can simply get another 7th round or something for him from a team that doesn't really matter. Nope. Let's go ahead and give him to the Bills for maybe a 6th and a 7th. Possibly. Now let's actually try to get that 6th off of him. There you go. We got a 6th round pick for a very shitty guard there. So let's see. Chance Warmack, we are going to move to right guard momentarily. And then as soon as our injured player, who is Kyle Long, gets back, then we'll be trading away Chance Warmack and just signing someone off of free agency to fill in for at the left guard position. But for now, he'll be switching to right guard. And that should make him a pretty good, yeah, 81. We're going to move Mr. Compton over to the other guard position, so there's a backup for left guards. Okay, so that's going to be the team heading into week 3. Obviously, we didn't get rid of that many players. We only got rid of 1, really. Well, 2, but we didn't get rid of any starters. We did up the offensive lineman left guard position by 3. And we upgraded our wide receiving position by what it said before 6, but it ends up only being 4. So, I don't even know how long this broadcast is going on for. It's probably been close to an hour. But I might go ahead and do one more. Yeah, actually, let's do one more game. Let's see if we can get one more win in this episode. Kind of try to start off the season and try to keep the pace going. We're going to do the Color Rush uniforms again because I just love the Color Rush. I'm not going to make the Steelers dress in theirs because they're kind of stupid. So we're both 2-0. We have 2 regular season wins out of 3. Hopefully we can get one more win. Hopefully we can get this win here today. If we're able to, then we'll start out 3-0. And we'll have a bit more of a confident quarterback right there. He has 60 overall confidence right now, but hopefully that will raise after a win here. Jeremy Langford's less than about 82 yards away from his first season goal. Cameron Meredith gets a few catches last week. Cole Beasley just now joining the team, obviously, will play a huge role in today's
Hello, everybody.
game.
I'm Larry Ridley.
Okay, let's see. So the Steelers do start with the ball. Something tells me we're going to ask. Okay, so we do get the ball back on the 44-yard line.
Nothing on the scoreboard. 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Luckily, the defense held, so we're not down by any. But obviously, with the addition
on
of
1st and 10, it's Trubisky.
Passing game again.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Incompletion on the first pass.
And as a first rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectation.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of cobbling guys and bringing him along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
Really, it's a solid draft class from a year ago. They were able to address some key weak spots on their team and fill in some holes.
and they were able to identify the players they wanted early in the process. Got a little bit of luck, as some guys may have fallen to them, but for the most part, knew their philosophy and stuck to it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to crap. And the Steeler pressure too much here.
So
he's going to go down.
Gain of like 6.
Harrison in there to drop him for a loss of 10.
Not a good start to this game.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses.
Not a great start for us here. I'm definitely not enjoying that much this time. We get the ball back here at 37.
Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And it's not going to get much better here.
Not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yes.
That too.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
12 yards for Beasley.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's Trubisky firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice
very
game.
Slow start for both
Give him
teams.
9 there on the first down completion.
Well, they actually have a way better start than we do. They're actually moving down the field. This will be first play.
Jeremy Landry. Whoosh. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Decent game so far.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A look at the numbers from last week from Miller. 11 catches, 113 yards.
Third in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action.
Cruz gets us first touchdown. 17.
Victor Cruz, his second touchdown.
They started off rather bad at the beginning of this game. Had a bounce back right there. Obviously, our defense is not quite ready for the next level. So we start here at the 25-yard line. 3-7.
So this offense gets set
Steelers
to take over.
Put on
a reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington, and then tomorrow on Monday night we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
That's not something
they got
I want to do
29 yards that time.
The chance is there.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield. Slips out the back door and turns it.
Good for 4. It's second down.
4-yard.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get it inside
Miller.
the 40 to the 39.
Once again, it does suck.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That's what's open.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end,
Ryan
but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
They'll try to run for the first
There
to
you go.
Langford. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
In amount of Madden.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chain.
Plus, we're right in the middle of the field.
This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Try not to force anything.
Now Trubisky. He hits White, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's encouraging there for Chicago Bears fans. A catch by Kevin White. Missed his entire rookie season with an injury. Only played 4 games in 2016. He also tried to change his luck in this season, moving from uniform number 13 to number 11, which he wore in college.
Let's see if we can get Langford in for a touchdown.
They come out here in the eye. And from the 3 now. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jeremy Langford.
It's one rushing touchdown, one passing touchdown. So today, 4th and 7.
We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive.
I was going to say,
the Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That last drive, it was a good hit. Run pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
We also can't afford
complete. Miller. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
They've really been targeting the tight end. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd.
Obviously, that's what you want.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Miller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Trubisky to throw again. And he locates Wheaton, complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Wheaton did a good job there. Let's see if we can get him.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field,
7 yards a carry.
Bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that.
I was going to say let's go for another run play.
But I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there.
Not super.
And it's third down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Good catch made by Miller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Keeps the drive alive. Obviously,
a really nice gain of 25 yards.
putting the
his
Steelers
position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
This is Langford, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
3 to 14.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Who are joining us, we have a rushing
touchdown. That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This completes to Langford. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
I honestly thought they had Marcus down at the
Victor Cruz, his second touchdown.
But here we are. 18, but they're driving down the field. You get a touchdown, so us attempting
football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Now it's Langford. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think let's find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half. You know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And they're going to take a
why would you call a timeout with?
So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Let's go ahead and aim it as close to the sideline as possible. They went for the punt block, which means...
He spins free.
Okay, there you go.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with a
it's like, why would you call a timeout with 4 seconds left? Most kicks hang in the air for at least that amount of time. So why would you call a timeout?
This offense ready to get back out there as
okay, so Pittsburgh actually outgains us by 11 yards in the first quarter or the first half. But now it's just about trying
to with a run by Jeremy Langford. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
They're going to look to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. And that's 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Let's see here.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Maybe 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Oh, shit.
Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted.
That was bad.
Picked off by Bud Dupree.
Okay, so they're probably going to score anyway. That's my belief. 3-point lead, because apparently they can just score.
There'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this
even though in real
offense
life,
takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
We're only
up by 3. Back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought
down
right
only
at the
Trubisky's
30 here.
Of the year.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, this is week 3, so in the
I
first
know
2,
sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do
definitely
there,
don't
because
add
he
to
really
that.
looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah,
Miller
not
got
super
again.
huge.
Really,
Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Well, now it's Sims, but my tight ends get a majority of my catches.
Now Trubisky buying time
Most
to
of
his
you
left.
watching this now probably
And
didn't watch
that's
the first
caught by Beasley.
episode, so.
17 yards
This is game
on the
2,
pickup
by the
there.
way,
The
guys.
drive will
First game was
continue. It's a
against
first
the
down.
Buccaneers. We had won that game
We talk
quite
about
handily.
mobility on quarterbacks all the time.
If you
Here's
stay
where
for
it
the
really
entirety
pays
of the
off.
broadcast,
Able to
I'll also
move,
show you
evade, and his accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
It's close left side. And he's brought down.
Some of you, I think,
11
just
more
jumped
yards that go around. A first down as well.
this game.
And he's certainly been
So,
a huge factor in this when he's
a
got the
little
2
bit of a
touchdowns to
stats
his credit.
review
Now
and
they
whatnot
look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him?
But let's
Double
get
and
back to
triple,
it.
do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to
Right
be in
now,
that
my
groove
main
right
goal
now.
is to at
Give
least
him a
get
couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
6-point game yet again. But I'm going to be aiming to get a touchdown. But my goal is to at least
Here's Langford. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
better game.
It goes as a gain of 8.
First
It
and
moves
10,
the chains.
27.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of
I do
tackles.
like Beasley here.
And this
I
one
don't know
caught by
why they have him
Beasley.
dive all the time.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
But, you know, who cares in this?
Second down now after the pass
We're
completion.
doing pretty good here in this game. Okay, Langford. Let's actually let some of this clock start ticking off here. Normally I don't do that until like the 4th quarter, but try to give the Steelers a bit less
Time running out here on the play clock. They run with Langford.
Shoves him off, but too bad though. It's just
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're
You know,
looking
right
at a third and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on
Once
the
again,
ground the entire
continue to let
game,
the
and
clock
while
run.
that wasn't a huge one, that's
Try
okay.
to start
They'll
hiking
take them in
it,
short, steady
only a
bursts.
couple seconds left. We are in field goal range, so this play is not extremely vital to the
Throwing
outcome
here, Trubisky.
or in the drive for that matter.
He fires one, but incomplete.
You can't drop
But
passes
plain and
there,
simple,
bud.
that's the second time today that he's dropped
Okay,
the pass.
39
And that
yard
one, I
try
think, maybe
here.
even a little easier than
Tucker's
the
first
earlier one
try
that he
of
dropped.
this game.
Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his
Think he got
rhythm is just
confused?
off?
I had
He's
it
got
right on
going
the
off.
cusp
He's
there.
got to
They
wake
had
up,
less
enjoy the
practice.
sunshine, and go play.
So here we
So
are,
in the
6-point
end,
game against the Steelers. 4th and 1, we do get the ball back. Try not to make any mistakes here,
And now
at
after
least
the
try to get a
kickoff,
field goal.
this
again.
offense gets ready to take over the
Set
football.
9
The Bears offense now getting ready
Getting to where
to
they have to
take
score at
over.
least
And they're not
twice.
going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to
25
put a
to
drive in
31,
the end zone.
205
Oh, I agree
yards,
with you
2 touchdowns,
totally.
1
No one
interception
goes
for
out on the
Trubisky.
field and says, all right,
Last
let's
week
just
he
settle
did
for
throw
3
for, I
except in
believe it
certain
was 4
situations,
touchdowns.
trying to ice a game, that sort of deal.
This week compared to
Most of the
last
time,
week,
it's
it's down
end zone,
because
and that's what you're
one
thinking,
is
and I
about
believe that's
track.
exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Great spin there by Lizzie.
Let's get free, right?
Getting to the 45. He has exactly 100.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a
Something
new
to be a
set
bit
of
more
downs.
proud of.
And that
Bit of
last
a
carry puts
good-
him right at
good
100
spot
yards
so
for the
far this
game.
season.
So
His
how has he
run
done
game
it?
is
Because
pretty
he's
much
been patient,
consistent.
followed his
They're getting
block,
triple
let
digit
everything develop,
running
and then burst through for big gains.
Throw left side
So far,
complete.
our running
It's
backs
Miller.
have produced.
And he'll
And
take
that
it down
looks
shy
like
of the
he's
45
injured.
at the 46.
He's injured.
Oh, now Miller slow and getting up.
Was that
He's still
Zach
down on the
Miller?
ground.
No.
While the trainers take
Zach
a
Miller
look.
gets
We'll
injured.
step aside.
Top tight end and top receiver so far this year. Injured. Obviously, he's only the top tight end.
Completed
I
pass play.
primarily
Now
throw
let's
to
see
my
if they go back to the
my
air
tight
or to the
ends.
ground. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sims.
39-yard line
And he'll
there.
get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Not a comfortable field goal try at the
7
moment,
yards there,
but
good enough to
that's
move
what we
the
have to settle
sticks.
for. And hopefully,
There's so many tight ends nowadays, they have no
But we have
problem
plenty
at
of
all putting
time.
him in the slot and
We
letting
have
him go
plenty
to work,
of,
and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for
time
a
and
first down.
downs before we have to worry about
Now it's Trubisky.
Of course I get interception.
Sean Davis with a pick. They find some open field here.
Fucking course.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Damn it. 2 picks, 1 for a pick 6. Take the lead by 1. Fucking course.
Now the offense back out.
So first off, guys, they make it to where the Steelers actually make it to the version, which we both know doesn't happen.
Trubisky will throw, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
So now we're probably going to lose
this game. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him.
And we lost
Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
Not a great
your
start.
Observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Come on, guys.
And Beasley with it over the middle.
Okay, that right
he's
there.
Able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Playing pretty good for his first game.
The reception good for 7. It's third
Bears.
down.
I'm going to let it tick down in the 4th quarter here. Definitely don't want to force anything on this game because we are in a very close
back now at Soldier Field.
By another
this one's still anybody's ball game.
Just put this
it's
in
a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play.
So now he's averaging a pick a year so far, or a pick a game so far.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He may try to run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots at quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off. And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Oh, why did it not let me throw the ball?
Too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to drop.
Okay, so now we're more or less screwed on this drive.
He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. That's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackle normally get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
Langford again, busy man this afternoon.
Here we are
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long
drive,
as
you guys can see, that
take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This is only really his 2nd start of the season.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Knowing my luck, it's going to be
this will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's see. At least get this to middle.
Langford.
We do get it to middle.
They get 5 out of that.
They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Finding room to the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Nice and Marshall Young that gets injured. Damn it.
That's another
now our entire offensive line is pretty much.
Some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different. When they see a guy running the ball right, some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction
I did say that, guys. I did say watch our luck.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football
team. Yeah, I kind of already knew it.
Defensive tackles. Because we asked them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense. So you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the
Obviously, his yards of carry are dropping.
They got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Flush got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Atlanta up 42.
Cole Beasley, his 1st touchdown.
And I think this just missed the extra point. Are you serious?
So this offense will head back.
Okay, luckily we do get
an excellent field position thanks to the interception. Onto the field now come the Bears.
We're only up by 5, so we don't really have
his
much
way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
And our offensive line in 2 meters is shoved down. And that's probably going to be another offensive lineman.
Jeremy Langford, his second touchdown.
Got another.
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks
that
to the interception.
Doesn't steal
the
game,
Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. After the interception, here's Trubisky. It's a quick turnaround for him after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Just try to keep going.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This call, here's Langford. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
With those 2 interceptions.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he is in.
And there's a touchdown.
Chicago.
Please don't
Sims, his 2nd touchdown.
PAT is good, so we're on by 19 now. And now they're going to start pulling conversions out of their ass. And we do get the ball back. At 30.
Offenses have been clicking in this
probably
with a lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And we kind of talk about
getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because
I mean, like the YouTuber I watched,
I could be in that huddle with that offensive line.
The field goal isn't so much
what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
I'll show season stats after the game.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground.
Probably just call a pass
smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Another injury to us, or do we actually catch a break now?
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And this is incomplete.
that didn't quite work out.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
That more or less sold me away. Obviously, if they get
offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.
The final score 25.
The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.
Trubisky 40 for 50.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring
Big Ben obviously got
allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, and a 55%
So for Chicago, it's an ideal
rushing
start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
77 yards. Sims had 35 yards and a touchdown. Beasley had 80 yards and 1 touchdown. Cruz had 37 and 2 touchdowns. Langford had 15 and a touchdown. Meredith had 2 for 25. 8 yards for Wheaton and 9 yards for White. Blocking, Steelers let up 3 sacks. We let up 2. Defensively, 1.5 for James Harrison. 1 for McPhee, 1 for Jay, 1 for Houston. 1 interception by Dupree, 1 for Anukamara, 1 for Davis, 1 for Fuller, and 1 for Freeman. Kicking, 1 for both kickers. 6 for 6 for extra points for Tucker, 2 for 2 for Chris Boswell. Both kickers did what they had to do, but obviously we just did more offensively. We had 2 for 102 for punting, 99-yard net, 1 inside the 20. So half his punts were inside the 20. 1 kick return for 27 yards. No punt return yardage really. So pretty good game all around for us. Sorry, I meant to click as we can. Alright, so obviously we just played our second game of the broadcast. It'll be the only other game we're going to be playing in this broadcast. I always simulate the next week and then show you guys the injury report so you guys know exactly what we will be expecting. I'll show stats and weekly awards as well. Let's go ahead and do our scouting points here. Let's look at halfbacks because we might need a new one. He's decent. Let's put him on the watch list. Wide receiving wise, I do need better wide receivers. He's pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to go with this guy probably. Tight end wise, we already have plenty of those. Let's go for right tackle because, I mean, we do have, what's his name? We do have Yonda, but he's not going to be there for forever, obviously. Pretty good right guard there for what we have scouted. So we have 2 new injuries heading into week 4, where I believe we are taking on the Green Bay Packers, a division rival, a key matchup as per usual when you go against a division rival. They are 0-3 somehow this season. Don't know how that's possible, but, you know, that's how the game works. Cameron Meredith, we will be re-signing to a $29.3 million deal. He does accept. And Prince Amukamara, if he does not accept, there are plenty of corners in free agency most years. But we did get a deal done. Next week we'll have to worry about Fuller and Howard, which were 2 catalysts to last week's win because of those interceptions they had. More scouting points here. Let's look at... We're good for wide receivers. Left tackle. Let's look at this guy just for shits and gigs. Okay, nothing good there. Left guard. Gonna put you on the watch list there. Scout 1 center. He's halfway decent, I suppose. Left end. How are we defensively? We don't need a lot on defense, but let's go ahead and look at these guys anyways. Put him on the watch list. That's all 3rd rounds. That would be reaches for what I have left. That guy's a pretty good defensive tackle. You are a good left outside linebacker. Okay, so now let's look at the awards from this past week so we know where we stand at the moment. Awards. So week 3 went to Jeremy Langford, 26 carries, 165 rushing yards, 6.3 yards per rush, 2 rushing touchdowns, 3 receptions, 15 yards, and he did have 1 receiving touchdown. And Graham from the Eagles got NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Okay, so Trubisky's season stats, 867 yards, 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Let's see how he stacks up against the rest of the NFL in terms of yardage and whatnot. In terms of yardage, Dak Prescott has over 1,000 already in only 3 weeks of play. So we are here, which we're about the 10th, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're the 9th quarterback in terms of yardage. In terms of completions, that goes to us, obviously, for some reason. For passing attempts, that goes to us, tied with Watson, with Aaron Rodgers having 1 less than us. Passing touchdowns, the closest person to me is Drew Brees with one less. And then Drew Brees, Blake Bortles, and Eli Manning all have 3 picks, but the one with the most picks is Deshaun Watson with 8. Let's see how rushing comes out to. Langford actually leads the league in rushing, with Howard just behind him getting the injury there. Receiving wise, Zach Miller leads the league by quite a bit. Beasley leads the league too. Blocking wise, okay, whatever. Defensively, we have someone 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19th is Jarrell Freeman on defensive players altogether. But let's see who leads the league in sacks. Joey Bosa, Bennett, that guy sucks. Okay, so none of our people. Who leads the league in interceptions? 3 by Boye, 3 by Smith, 2 by this guy. We have someone right here. So Freeman actually doing pretty good defensively. Kickers, Justin Tucker is 12 for 13. Had that 1 miss. Everyone else is perfect except for a handful of people, but they have way less kicks than we do. Punting-wise, who's the best punter? Aker is the best punter. But let's see who has the best or least amount of yards. Pat O'Donnell. Inside the 20. Quite a few people pinning some down within the 20. Obviously, there are way better kick returners and punt returners than what we have. Okay, so let me show you guys the team schedule here. See, we won week 1 against the Falcons, 39-34. Pretty decent game there. We dismantled the Buccaneers, and as you guys just saw, we kind of had a late surge of points in this game with 27 in the 4th quarter to pretty much seal our win there. But let's look at injuries here, and then we'll do upgrades after that, and then that will be probably the end of the live stream. So we lost both our right guard and right tackle. Marshall Yonda, unfortunately, we're going to have to put on injured reserve. So now we're going to have to grab another right tackle at some point or another. The other people have been out for the entirety of the past 2 weeks anyways. Let's see what we can find right tackle-wise here. Probably no one. Nothing else, we'll have to move this 75 overall guy to right tackle. Let's see who the right tackle is we have right now, since even though we do have an extra spot. Right tackle, we definitely need to trade for a better one, though. That's not going to do us any good. Let's see if we can find... Well, obviously we just need one with, a couple overall points higher than what we have now. Probably have to give an arm and a leg for Leo Collins, but we'll have to take a shot at it, I suppose. With a second, I would think a second round pick would be all they really want for him. Yeah, had to waste a pick there, obviously. So we only really have a first round pick for next year, which is when this little trick I learned will come in handy. let's sign this halfback, and let's see if anyone's interested in that halfback. Because this is a good way. Remember, guys, you can always find a way to reaccumulate your draft picks. All you have to do is sign a halfback. Andrews is the one we're trying to get rid of. Most people will only have yellow interests in running backs. If you get to the end of the line and you have obviously everyone only wanting a yellow interest in them, then all you really have to do is find out which team you're actually willing to give this person to. So I will be giving him to the Chargers. Let's see if we can snag a second or third round pick from them. Nope. So word to the wise, if you're going to do this, might as well go down here and go ahead and go for the 5th, 5th, and 6th for this year. If they don't accept that, I'd say still do it, but the best way to do it now is, since you know you can't really get any picks for this year, go to next year and ask for 3, 6, and 7th. You'll probably have to take out one of those picks to actually get them. Yeah, see, so take out the 6th, take out the 7th. So see, you can't really get much for him, but try to get, maybe attempt to get a 5th, 6th, and 7th. Maybe this year would work. Yeah, there you go. So I did reaccumulate some of my draft picks by using a free agent to get a 5th, 6th, and a 7th round pick. Obviously, those aren't super useful to us. Obviously, we have one other, injury here, but we did get Leo Collins to fill in this slot, having an 8-point jump at right tackle. Deion Sims, Zach Miller, somehow, even though he's injured, he's out for 4 weeks. He'll be in 89 overall, hopefully, when we get back to him. We do have we can get a better fullback quite easily, but we're not worried about fullbacks. Our wide receiving core is pretty decent, I suppose. So let's look at the league standings, and let's see who all is doing great this season, who's not. We lead the league with the most points, obviously, and we have one of the least amount of points allowed as well. Raiders, Eagles, and Seahawks are all 3-0. So in the NFC, we'll be the top of the NFC with the Eagles and the Seahawks chasing us. AFC-wise, we have the Raiders leading there, and the Patriots are 2-1 in this game. And let's actually see who all are in the bottom of the division. So we have 5 winless teams: Bills, Lions, Niners, Packers, and Texans. And the Browns, believe it or not, guys, are 2-1. So pretty surprising here in simulation how the years turn out. Let's go ahead and spend our Coach XP as well. Let's put Expert Scouting to get a bit of a discount there. And let's go with... I thought there'd be something there that's a little bit cheaper, but I guess not. Let's go with kicker free agency influence, even though we have a kicker for the foreseeable future here in Justin Tucker. XP wise, nobody really has a good bit that jumps out on offense. On defense, once again, no one has a big chunk. The one with the most is Eric Weddle, and he's already one of the best safeties in the game, so there's not much we can do there. But guys, that will be the end of this broadcast. We did 2 games today, won both of them quite handily, might I add. The Steelers put up a fight near the end, but we obviously got the win there. The Buccaneers stood no chance whatsoever. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next episode of this. I'll have another video coming out here within the next, I'd say, 4 to 6 hours, so watch out for that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.